pressure for the Woburn Tanners, which is usually a pretty decent strong suit, just has not been there up to this point.
Yeah, you're totally right, Joe. Carter Carroll is clean in the pocket. He is getting all the time in the world.
Carroll back over the middle and nearly intercepted by Evan Kolotko, but it's incomplete.
Another great play by Evan Kolotko. He's really stamping his foot onto this game, as well as Ryan Lush, specifically on the defensive end, as that is going to be needed to stay in this one.
Clock still stuck at 54 seconds. We'll get you an update on that as soon as we can.
And we apologize, the clock on your screen is false. That is 54 seconds left in this first half. And it's 3rd and about 7.
3rd and 7 with an offside eye at the toss. And a trick play here. The running back pass over the top. Lush was on the coverage. It was incomplete. Richard with an opportunity to throw. And a little trickery there from BC coordinators.
And like you said, Joey, trickery at not really its finest. You gave it to Richard. He rolled out to the right. He tried to find his wide receiver, Marshall Rice, but overthrew Marshall Rice. And Ryan Lush, of course, once again there on the coverage. 49 seconds left, 4th and 7 here.
Carroll looking back towards his bench area. Now steps back into the shotgun. 4th down upcoming. Would be another big stop for the Tanners. Here comes some pressure over the middle. It is juggled and caught. And goal to go. Here come the hurry-up offense now for the Eagles.
What a catch by Jackson Richard there, as they're trying to move fast, of course, as the time updates on your screen. 37 seconds and running here as Carter Carroll gets his offense ready.
Carroll, shotgun, drops back, looking right, fires right towards the goal line. He's short, caught though at the 5-yard line. And a timeout to stop the clock at 25 for the Boston College High Eagles as they'll go on a 2nd and goal to go.
Yeah, Liam Kalin there targeted on that play. And that's the first time we've really heard his name all night. But once again, Joey, we'll be back in a second. 25 seconds left to go in the first half here at Connolly Memorial Stadium.
Here on WPMC as Carter Carroll is back for a 2nd and goal to go for his Boston College High Eagles. They've been picking apart the Woburn secondary easily up to this point in the game. Firing right towards the corner. It is incomplete.
What a last-second tackle there from Brian Ferreira. My bad, last-second swat as he avoids a touchdown with 25 seconds left to go. Really game-saving if you consider that the fact that the Eagles will get the ball back in that second half. They're going for the famous Bill Belichick 2-for-1.
4 seconds come off the clock there on that play with 21 ticks left on 3rd down. And we've got another whistle and a timeout.
Timeout. Woburn.
And we'll be back for the final 21 seconds after this break. back on WPMC as Carter Carroll and the BC High offense are still in the same goal to go. 3rd down and 5. Carroll in the shotgun. Dropping back, looking to fire towards the right, and it is caught for a touchdown right by the pylon. And the Eagles get their first touchdown, and as you said, they'll get the ball to start the second half. The touchdown catch there is by number 8, Liam Kalin.
Liam Kalin, that's the first time we saw him earlier in this drive, and now he makes a statement on this game as the Eagles go up 28-14 pending the extra point.
The Tanners are going to need to come out of the half strong on the defensive side if they want to stay in this ball game. It'll be another 2-point play, and this time it's stopped up by the Tanners very fast, and it'll stay a 2-touchdown ball game.
And Joey, you're really not losing anything there if you're the BC High Eagles and head coach Ed Manti. You're up 14. You go for 2, it makes it a 16-point game, and it stays 2 scores. Do you really see the Tanners going down and scoring 2 more touchdowns than your offense? I don't think so at this point, considering the Eagles get the ball back at the end of this half. You have 16 seconds here, Joey. Can Caden Davis and this offense do anything here?
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Belcher elects to try and go down and get points, or just take it to the half and tighten up the defense with the break. As we await the kick by the Eagles special teams, it's number 8, Liam Kalin, who just caught the touchdown and we back out on the field to send the ball away to the Tanners. They've been going with squid kicks the past 2 kicks. We'll see what Kalin does here. It's another squid. This one up the middle. Missed by Ryan Pacini. Did he touch it? Down the sideline it goes. Now it's taken in by Ryan Lush, who reverses field and is spun down.
Joey,
sorry, what was that?
a good return there right for Ryan Lush. You question if he could have went more on the outside with his electric speed and holding the ball in a funky way, holding the ball for dear life on that tackle, but he maintains possession of it as the Tanners will hop onto the field with 12 seconds left. But we'll see if Coach Belcher just stamps a knee on this first half.
That looks to be what Caden Davis and the offense will do. He'll drop down to a knee, and as we head into halftime, the Eagles are up 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We'll be back on halftime for another performance by our great Woburn Memorial High School band.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would once again like to recognize the members of Coach Paul Sam's family standing near the right end zone on the side of the track. Coach Sam coached for Woburn High for 32 years and retired coaching in October of 2018. A bench on the far edge of the field was donated in his memory by his friends, family, and former players. Could we please have another round of applause for Coach Sam's family?
Something about track and forces come outside.
Now taking the field is the Woburn Memorial High School Tanner Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Jack Tully, Mr. Steve Turcott, Miss Amy Thompson, Mr. Axel Larson, and Miss Lorraine Tucker. The drum majors are seniors Megan Sabaraj, Rachel Haroldson. The student leaders for the band also include Stephen Bernadine Matthews, Adrian Caruso, Alana Fishland, Hayden Fleming, Sylvia Keating, Dawson LeBlanc, Morgan Madondo Winninger, Reagan Mohammed, Anna Barea, and Leslie Sola. The Woburn Memorial High School Marching Band will be presenting their show in the spotlight.
Yeah, I have no idea. Drum majors, is your band ready? Woburn Memorial High School Cantor Band, you may take the field.
back here on WPMC as we are just about set and ready to go for the second half of football. Once again, alongside my broadcast partner, C. Galtman, I am Dre Matroni. Mark Catone set to send it back to one of the powerhouses of the Catholic Conference, Boston College High.
And Joey, happy to be back in this second half, but I want to point out one thing. Every stop's a big stop, but this stop right here is the biggest, as he is going to get tackled at around the 35-yard line, but this stop is so key. You get a stop here, you're down 14, you go and get a touchdown. This is what you would call in basketball a stop and score. You have to get a stop here, or else it's going to be very smooth sledding for the BC High Eagles in the rest of this week.
That was Marshall Rice on the nice return by the BC High Eagles. It's a toss to get it started, looking for the edge and breaking out across the 40-yard line for a gain of 7.
0-4, 3-6. You can claim your bye.
They gave it right to the main man, Jacob Buren, broad spot, and he went right back to work in this second half with about 11:25 and counting going. Look at Marshall Rice and Ryan Lush isolated at the bottom of your screen.
Lush's speed looks to be a factor up to this point in his defensive back duties as the one goes up the middle, still churning, and towards the sideline go the Eagles, and out.
Jackson Richard with a great run there as he kept churning yards as he broke past the first down plane, but kept going as he uses muscle and grit to get past the Woburn defenders as Mark Catone comes off of the field as the Tanners look to go more big as an addition to their starting front seven.
Marshall Rice once again getting lined up against Ryan Lush.
Look for the run again here, same formation.
Split back formation. It goes to Beckenhuis this time. Jacob Buren broad spot.
Joey, I thought we were in a time machine there. Beckenhuis. It's a last year name.
Yes, it is. I apologize. That carry, however, was good for a first down. Excuse me.
It's like Joe Buck talked about Tom Brady and the Patriots. Don't make me cry, Joey.
2nd and 11. I apologize once again for the mistake. Carroll drops back. It's deflected. And it's ruled an incomplete pass.
Broken up on the play by number 57, J.J. Mullane.
Take a look. J.J. Mullane gets that big right hand up and able to deflect it. It was ruled a forward pass, therefore not a fumble, with an incomplete pass.
And a good play by Mullane, like you said, Joey. Working on Jake McGrath. McGrath, similar name to the Tanners, one of the Tanners' defensive coaches, as he is one of the key pieces to this coaching staff.
3rd and 11 from the 48-yard line with 9:49 to go in the third.
Look at Foley and Baron Brodscott at the bottom of your screen as a flag comes out.
We've got a flag on the play. We'll wait and see what the signal is on that. J.J. Mullane claps his hands as he seems to think it's going to go against the Eagles, and it will. It'll be a false start against the Eagles to back them up even further on third.
Unforced errors, Joey. Love to hear it when it's on the Eagles. Don't love to hear it when it's on the Tanners. Let's see if the Tanners can capitalize on this 3rd down and long.
3rd down and long it is. Carroll still shotgun.
Look at Foley on the bottom of your screen working on Baron Brodscott. Let's see if Carroll goes to there as he looks the other way.
Now looking to fire deep towards the sideline. Is he in bounds? Yes, he is. It's caught, and it is
not the first down just yet, as it's going to be 4th and short as Ryan Lush hopping off gingerly as he continues to need support on that right leg as he goes down.
Drops down to a knee, and as they go to treat Lush, we'll take the break for the injury timeout here on WPMC. Still 28-14 Eagles. Back on WPMC as it's a big fourth down upcoming for Carroll and the Eagles. As from the 46, Carroll claps his hands, drops back. Here comes some pressure. He'll go down. It's the biggest defensive play of the night so far.
And we talked about, Joey, at the end of the first half, Carroll was getting all the time he needed in that pocket, but here comes Matt Souza for his second sack of the game. What a play from the defensive end of the Woburn High Tanners. And like we said, he's been putting in all that work, and here it pays to fruition with his second sack.
The Tanners get the momentum on that, and now they look to punch it on the other end to get ever so closer to this deficit.
Here comes a two tight end set with Sigsbury on the bottom of your screen. Looks to be isolated with number 24, Josh LaPointe.
Also, Evan Palazzo, who's been playing a little bit of tight end out wide. It's a fake to Davis, who's got some space. He'll take the read off and across the 40 to the 39. A good play to start this drive for the Tanners.
And you look at we look at the replay here, Joey. All of the BC High Eagles defenders went right for Ferreira. But there was Caden Davis grabbing that first down, as he can do so successfully as he comes back in the huddle here. A good drive so far for the Tanners.
First and 10 at the 39.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 39-yard line. Sigsbury out wide again. This time the running back comes in motion. It's taken backwards. And a nice defensive play there. It was number 66 on the tackle. That is
Caleb Sawyer on the stop.
Caleb Sawyer with the tackle.
And what a tackle it was by Sawyer. They weren't going to fall for that again, Joey. They were right to Ferreira, and they had a couple guys for Davis if it was a fake as well.
As we get a look at Rush testing out that ankle on the sideline. Still looks to be in a decent bit of pain, as the Tanners will get back on the ball here. Sigsbury switches sides with Kolodko. Tanners have an offset shift to the bottom of your screen. It's a screen pass to Ferreira, who is looking for the edge and is tracked down by three different Eagles.
Brian Ferreira. Devin Deere with the tackle.
It's going to be a 6-yard gain here as
the tackle or stop of forward progress is made by Devin Deere there for the
Lush still at the bottom of your screen here with trainer Meg as
Third
still
and
trying to
from
get
the
back into
37.
this football game.
It's a third and from the 47, down 14. You may have to assume that it's 4-down territory for the Tanners. So even if they don't get all 8, it would be nice to get some yardage here on third down. As Davis will fake the handoff to Ferreira. Look the other way. It is caught near the first down marker.
Pass complete to Ryan Cassini.
It's Ryan Cassini who makes the catch for a gain
Ron
of
Scott
5.
with the tackle.
It will bring up a fourth down, but Davis goes right back to Belcher to make sure they have the fourth down play.
And all eyes on Mark Coutone here, number 10. Are they going to take the field goal here? It looks like they won't. They will go for it on 4th down and 3 as a big play here as the Tanners try to score and cut the lead to 2 seconds.
They're spotted at a 4th down and 2 as Davis looks to pick it up. It's the quarterback power. He is stopped immediately and he's pushed back. An unsuccessful 4th down conversion for the Tanners, and the Eagles will take over.
Turnover on down.
Coach Belcher threw his hands down in frustration there on that one, as there was just no blocking that set up for Davis.
Yeah, Joey, it looked like you snapped your finger and the BC High Eagles defense was there as Davis was hammered as soon as he got the football. Back on defense we go as Varsity looks to be on 2 guys at the bottom of your screen.
As we are halfway through the third quarter after this play, but we got a false start.
There's a penalty flag in the field.
Going against the
High.
Eagles.
That's a good sight to see Ryan Lush back on the field.
Ryan Lush is able to make a difference in all 3 phases of the game as he'll flex inside with Marshall Rice.
And a quick appearance from Mason Doherty replacing Ryan Lush while he was injured.
And it's the outside handoff. And nice defense there by the Tanners to
Handoff
create
to
a
near
middle
broad
lane.
spot. Brought down to the backfield.
Yeah, like you
by
said,
Joel
Joey.
Zaku.
A really good play by the Tanners' Joel Zaku as he brings down the player.
Zaku got right through. Got right through the defender there to make the tackle. Carroll back into the shotgun, firing a screen. It is caught. Let's see if the block's set up. Not entirely. And it's nicely covered by the Tanners for a gain of 5. To bring up
Screen pass to Richard. Davis and Ferrero with the tackle.
Matt Souza stepped up a couple plays ago. Let's see if he can do it again as another big play is needed for this Tanners defense if they want to get off the field and give the ball back to Caden Davis.
3rd down and a big 14 upcoming here. Carroll back into the shotgun with one running back, to his hip and to receivers inside. Carroll, cross back, looking right, fires over the middle, pass is tipped and incomplete.
Absolutely.
And wow, what a block by Brian Ferreira there. Just tips it just that small bit, all of it need as the pass was trying to get to the intended receiver, Jacob Beer, in broad spot, but Carroll just throws it right into the arms of Brian Ferreira as he tips it and it falls on the turf for it looks like a punt with Ryan Piscini back to field it.
The Eagles forced a punt for the 2nd time tonight as they are going to run a fake here. The punter will take off and run. He evades the first defender, but he is going to be stopped short of the line to gain. And the Tanners will get...
Is he though, Joe? Still waiting. As it is, looks to be Tanners football. Wow, what a good play from the Tanners special teams there. Always having an alarm in their head that they could fake this punt. This team, BC High, knows that they have the skill to do anything on this football field, but the Tanners knew that, and they capitalized.
The Tanners will take over from the Eagle 32-yard line after successfully stopping the fake punt. That was an interesting play there, run by the Eagles and head coach Ed Manty.
Yeah, Joey, I mean, up 14, defense has been pretty good so far. Very questionable decision.
The 2 running backs set with Canavy and Ferreira. We got another whistle and a flag.
Timeout.
It's a timeout for Woburn, and we'll take the break with 4:29 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Back on WPMC next. Back here on WPMC as the Tanners are set to take over possession after the stop of the fake punt. Davis in the split back formation. It's a handoff to Ferreira, who bounces outside after the initial penetration, but instead is dropped back for a loss of 2.
The BC High Eagles have really gotten to Brian Ferreira on his last 2 rushes, capitalizing on that. As a BC High player down, it looks to be number 21, Brendan Ryan, who featured earlier in this one.
We will take the injury timeout and be back on WPMC after the break. Back here on WPMC after the quick injury timeout, and Caden Davis finishes his conference with Coach Belcher. Second and 11 after the loss of 1 by Ferreira.
Take a look at Sigsbury on the bottom of your screen here, guarded by Devin Deere.
Dylan's already got a touchdown tonight as Ferreira flexes out wide. And Davis drops back, looks to pass. It's caught by Placini, who is blown up right away after the reception on a nice hit by number 34. That is Struel Cox.
You know, Placini took a quick look and noticed what was around him. He could have had a little move there to try to maneuver his way past the cornerback, but nonetheless he is down here as a 2nd and 10 follows.
Davis is heading back to the huddle as Catone will sub in on the offensive side for Pusini. Catone will line up on the same side as Kolotko, and we've got Sigsbury once again alone with a split back set for Ferreira and Kennedy as Davis will drop back, roll out, looking to pass towards the corner. His pass is short of the receiver and incomplete.
Tanner's still really struggling to find success in the passing game.
4th down and 10 now.
The defense,
check that 3rd down and 10 with 3:34 to go in the 3rd quarter as the Tanners have grinded to a halt here after getting the ball back.
Tanner's defense has been pretty good so far, but the offense needs to start cooking here as Sigsbury 1v1 at the top of your screen now.
Davis drops back, looking to fire deep, does so, over the middle, it's deflected, and off the hands of Kolotko. It was deflected by the defender here in broad spot. He got a hand on it, followed by another hand by Kolotko, but it all falls harmlessly incomplete.
And Davis with a really nice stroke there, trying to find Kolotko for the touchdown, but Buren Broadspot with an incredible little touch there to take it out of the hands of the Tanners tight end.
With that deflection, it's a turnover on downs, and this high-flying Eagles offense will come back out onto the field. Carroll back into the shotgun, lone running back to his hip, fires to a flat route, and it is blown up after the completion.
Good tackle from Mark Coutone there as Carroll found his receiver, number 7, Conrad Bobka, but Mark Coutone flies in there and hammers Bobka.
2nd down. Upcoming here for Carroll and the Eagles. And you've got Marshall Rice lined up out wide with Ty Cruz as the ball is deflected.
A couple missed tackles there by, it looked like to be Ferreira and Kolotko, but ultimately the tackle was eventually made by Matt Souza.
A couple of Tanners flew to the ball there. in the third quarter. A big 3rd and 8 upcoming for the Tanners, looking to get this BC offense off the field for a second straight drive. Carroll drops back, fires quickly, and it falls incomplete.
Pass intended to Bjorn Broadspot, but very good coverage from the young man Connor Foley as he stays with his cornerback, with his wide receiver as 4th down, and it looks to be a punt here from the BC High Eagles. You never know, Joey, after what we saw last time.
They went with a fake that looked to me almost an in-between between does the punter punt it rugby style, or if there's a seam, do they take off? This time, we've got a punt, and the ball is loose and recovered by BC High. Yes, indeed it is. The Eagles come away with the football. Let's take a look at that one again.
Joey, the puncher for the Eagles really miskicked the football and drills it off of a Tanners player and instantly recovered by the Eagles as 1st down here for the Eagles. Really, we talked about unforced errors, but that really wasn't an unforced error. That was just something, just a big mess.
All in all, the momentum stays in favor as we do get the replay now on the punt. And as you said, Zeke, it was deflected off of a Woburn player,
Deflects off a Woburn Tanners player,
which allows for a live ball and went off the ankle of Canady, but it may have had a second deflection before that.
They looked really surprised that it got to him. Maybe took a ricochet on the way, like you said, Joey.
Still some confusion on the BC High sideline as everybody was taking a look over at the bench. Now they're back set and ready to go. Carroll drops back and hands it off. It's an inside zone style play that creates a pile of players for the tackle of Richard and a gain of 4.
Richard on the run.
Coach Belcher still trying to get some words in with the referees as he'll make his way back to the sideline.
And we talk about the honorary captain all the time, and this week it was Ryan Lush, last week Dante Delabrati. But a player that's really been getting some snaps here is Mason Doherty, the young sophomore. He's putting work in during practice and in the weight room, just like Kanivi and Foley and other sophomore brothers.
Carroll back in to the shotgun formation. Claps his hands, drops back, looks to fire over the middle, out of the reach of everyone, and incomplete.
Yeah, the pass was intended for Marshall Rice there, as Carroll just misses his target as Mason Doherty, the young sophomore that we just mentioned, on the coverage. Now it is a big 3rd and 7 play for the Tanners with 16 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
16 seconds left, as you said, Zeke. 3rd down. The Tanners with yet again another chance to get the defense off the field. Drop back, pass is deflected and incomplete.
Pass was intended for number 8, Liam Kalin, but Connor Foley once again on the coverage. So a big set of downs for the young sophomores, Connor Foley and Mason Doherty.
As we take a look on the sideline, it appears that Ryan Pusini has taken a seat and he threw his helmet down in frustration due to some pain. I will have to see what happened there.
As his teammate Sean Marsh kindly places him right back where he was.
The left-footed punt is up in the air and short of Lush. He will let BC High down this one inside the 20. And the Tanners will take over with 11 seconds left. And we'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter after the break. Back here on WPNC for the beginning of the fourth quarter as it's a toss to the outside for Ferreira, who puts his hand on the back of the lane to use as a block.
Number 21, Brendan Ryan there on the tackle. He went out injured earlier, but he is back on the field as Brian Ferreira is going to get the first down and get this drive moving as the Tanners defense makes their second straight stand of this second half as they continue to be a good part of this team as Sigsbury once again isolated to the left. So look at 3 wide receivers to the top.
Another quarterback power opportunity for Davis, this time once again going nowhere. It was number 34, the first man there for the Eagles, Searwell Cox. And it's only being a 2 for Davis.
Second and 8 here. Let's see. Is Coach Belcher going to go for the run or the pass here? Maybe he'll go for the power, the quarterback power, like you said earlier, Joey, as Davis comes back in the huddle. And a player that we've seen a little bit of tonight, a sneak peek of, is Joel Zecca, who is playing his first few snaps for this team.
Another quarterback power. This time more up the middle. Taken down there on that play by number 79, Anish Valasi.
That brings up a 3rd and 4. You'd assume that the Tanners would go for this as time keeps winding down in a game that is a 2-score affair so far.
3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Davis in the I form with Pasuni, who's luckily back in the game in motion. Up the middle it goes. Good defense there by the Eagles on the front 7. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
44, Tommy O'Donnell on the tackle there. Really got in there. Looked to be a hole for Ferreira, but O'Donnell exploits that right away. As the punting team is on for the Tanner with Braden Gillespie and Michael Nicholas coming onto the field.
As Lush always does, he finishes his count of the 11 players on the field. Snap will go to Lush, he lost it. Now regains possession to get it up, but it is a short kick that will go out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Another mishap from Lush there, as he was having cramps earlier in the football game. And there, just really couldn't catch the snap as the punt is significantly
back out once again on the field for the Eagles. He's got two receivers to each side with an extra tight end. Dropping back, looking to fire right, deep down the field, out of the reach of everyone.
Like the Denver Broncos PA announcer says, incomplete. That ball was nowhere from Carter Carroll as the BC High player is down, and that might be the reason why no one was there. We'll take an injury timeout. Back in a second.
Here on WPNC as the Eagles get back on the football. This passing attack league has been unlike anything contenders have faced up to this point in the season. As we've got a pistol formation with the extra tight end once again. Carroll clapping in. It's a toss to the outside. Looking for a seamless running back. And in the secondary, past midfield with a flag.
Marshall Rice on the run.
Marshall Rice, the wide receiver, getting some running work as a flag comes in, and it looks to be coming back here as it's holding on the offense.
Block in the back. Against
Or the third of block in the back, doing their best Steph Curry impression for 3. It's the third straight week I've made that joke, Joey.
That is the penalty that will back the Eagles up.
What is that?
With 9:30 counting left to go in this fourth quarter.
What is it? Just going to be like after that?
BC High just wants to hold the ball as much as they can. And give the team as much of a chance to make it happen.
Foley Pacini as the defensive backs, and Doherty and Coutone as the safeties here.
The same pistol formation as the previous play. Carroll drops back, looking to pass. 2 flags fly as he'll run out of bounds.
there are penalty flags for field.
Interesting to see what these penalties are. As one of the referees goes running to Coach Belcher.
To get his decision.
And as you'd assume, if they're running to Coach Belcher, it will be on the offense, and it is a false start that is declined by the Tanner's coach.
8:43 to go.
Illegal formation against BC. Penalty was declined.
Once again, declined. As Coach Belcher signals out to the defense. Carroll into the shotgun with one running back to his hip. Takes the snap, drops back. Here comes some pressure. He still fires him in the pocket. A sliding grab is made.
Pass complete, number 2, Marshall Rice. That completion goes for BC first down.
And Joey, Byron Broadspot is their best player on the offense, but you have to admit that Marshall Rice has been a big part of this team. It looks to be that Carroll is targeting Rice over and over again, as he is really the binky of Carroll in this offense.
Carroll back into the shotgun formation. That's where we've seen the BC offense operate from most of tonight.
Take a look at Maxwell Galvin on the bottom of the screen, hovering over the young Connor Foley.
He backs away. Carroll still waiting as the clock ticks. Now take the snap and hand it off. And a nice coverage there on the run by the Tanners. Ferreira and Mulaney are in there.
And Joey, a lot of predictions in this game. Some people close to the team saying that this Tanners team could come and win this game, as there's still a possibility of that. But some people were saying that this was a blowout. This team isn't good enough. But the Tanners have came in here and have been resilient, Joey.
They have hung around, but then again, they've struggled at times to keep this BC offense off the field, which has allowed them to milk the clock. Carroll drops back into the pass, fires right. It's caught on the stop route.
Pass complete to number 8, Julian Allen. Pumped out of bounds by Kowalko.
On the catch for the first down, and he's first out of bounds by Evan Kowalko. Check that, that's a 3rd down and 1, as the mark was just a bit short.
See if the Tanners front can sustain pressure here, as it looks to be a QB sneak here.
BC High goes with the running quarterback, Flannery, and his second action
Flannery on the
tonight.
run. Back there he goes for BC.
His second
First
play
down.
tonight results in a QB sneak first down to keep possession for the Eagles. That was almost the type of play that the Philadelphia Eagles have made famous in the NFL, where Flannery gets up as close as the end of the center and his backfield, make sure he's pushed over the line of game.
Jalen Hurts, hopefully he has a good week. Need him to go good for my fantasy team.
Carroll back in the game now, drops back, looking to fire over the middle. It is caught and pancaked by Drew Anners is Bobka. That was number 16.
First down.
Mason Doherty and Aiden Davis for the combined tackle.
This Eagles team, this Eagles offense throughout this drive has really been a well-oiled machine as time continues to tick on this game. And play after play that Carroll keeps making, it's more difficult and more difficult for this Tanner team to have a chance, as they are in the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Carroll in the shotgun, the split back set, one receiver line to the top of the screen, and one to the bottom as well. It's a toss, and angling towards the end zone, and diving across the goal line for an Eagles touchdown is number 4. That's Jacob Bjorn Broadspot with his second touchdown tonight. One on the ground and one through the air.
There it goes, Joey. 21-point lead for the BC High Eagles. And it's going to be almost impossible for the Tanners to come back. And the BC O-line has just been so good tonight. Really working the running backs, whether it be Jackson Richard or Jacob Bieran Broadscott as a 2-point conversion rate.
That O-line allowed for a methodical drive as the 2-point conversion is once again stood up. The Tanners still find themselves down 20, and we'll be back to play out the final 4:57 after a break on WPNC. 4:57 remains in the ball game as we're back on WPMC after a 6-point drive by the Eagles. And Tanner's chances of coming back are more slim.
Yeah, Joey, really understated as well as 21 points against this BC High Eagles team. This BC High Eagles defense that hasn't let up really anything throughout this game. It's not looking good for this Tanner's team as we start looking forward to next week as they take a look at Reading away. That's going to be a big game. James Murphy, we talked about last year, was a big part. Of course, he is on the Brown Bears right now, cooking up in Providence. But his little brother, some say, is just as good. So it's not going to be easy going into the Rockets' home stadium next week.
Both the Rockets and the Tanners now have experience with BC High, as last week the Rockets fell to BC High by a score of 44-7. The Tanners have hung in just a little bit better than the Rockets, but the Rockets just on a different level than some of the Eagles, on a different level than some of these recent leagues.
So a little fun fact, Joey, in the dying moments of this game, the BC High Eagles did not make the playoffs last year. They did not make the playoffs. They have come into this season with kind of a vengeance, beating the LaSalle Academy in Rhode Island by a big score, and then Reading, a team that has been so good in the Middlesex League throughout the years. And now the Tanners.
Caden Davis rolls out, fires deep, intended for Cassini, who makes the catch, still going down the sideline, and is finally forced out of bounds, but it's the biggest play through the air of the night for the Tanners.
Yeah, a really bright moment there from Caden Davis in the last few moments of this game. A really good pass to Cassini. Cassini adjusted to it well, broke the tackle, and finally got taken down at the 18-yard line.
Cassini, of course, was dealing with an injury earlier on in this ball game, but it's nice to see him back and using that speed once again to his advantage. As we mentioned, timeout, time in and time again. Cassini, that track star in the spring, as Caden Davis rolls out looking to get closer to that end zone. He's got enough for a first down.
Well, if you're the Tanners, you think you still have a chance in this game, you want to start moving. Of course.
The more and more the Tanners like to run, the more time that they want the clock. As we're down to 3:48 before the stadium clock.
And Reading away, and then Wakefield away. Those are 2 games in a row that the Tanners lost at home last year. A Wakefield team that went on to win the state championship. So they were not to frown. And then Lexington at home, a big game against a city that Woburn does not like very much.
One of the biggest rivalries aside from Winchester that this town has.
Shout out to the soccer team for, although losing 1-0 to Lexington was a very hard-fought game.
Jumbo formation here for Davis in the offense. It's the wing T formation.
And off to
Goal
Ferreira.
line, but short.
1 yard away from a Tanners touchdown here to get the score to 21. We'll look past that Lexington game. They play Belmont away. It's a Friday night. And then, of course, Arlington to finish off the main part of their regular season.
Second and goal at the 1.
Second and goal from the 1. Here comes the surge. Let's see. It looks to be short once again. As Davis takes a spill off the pile.
As he goes running to Coach Belcher on this 3rd down and goal at the 1.5 yard. And of course, we're proud to say that WPMC will be hosting the Tanners Thanksgiving game this year at Connolly Memorial Stadium versus the Winchester as me and Joey will both be there for that.
Third and goal from the 1 yard line.
Third and goal once again from the 1, the same heavy formation as before. Still pushing forward and still unsuccessful. This Eagle defense standing tall with their backs against the wall.
Wow, Joey. And with 1:37 and counting, the timeout will be called by the Tanners here, as we will take a quick break and we'll play the 1:37 left in this football game when we come back.
Right at the goal line.
Back here on WPMC, the Tanners still on the doorstep of a touchdown. But this BC high defense is tightened up so far. Same jumbo formation. And doesn't look like they're doing it once again. This time the BC Eagles look to have come up with the football as a flag flies past after the play.
And it's going to look to be taunting as Brendan Ryan was running with Ferreira.
There's a penalty flag.
Who recovered the ball. And let's see what happens here. As yes, the Tanners defense comes onto the field. Half the distance to the goal line.
This deep bag in the end zone, the Eagles are forced to take a sneak to open up some area for them. It's Kai Flannery once again, who we've seen those running sets for the Eagles at quarterback. 1:05 and counting. Left to go. And the Tanners hung around for a while in this ball game. But the high-powered BC High offense was just too much.
Okay. Yeah, Joey, as the QB sneak goes here, eventually tackled and then by Abacuaco. But let's take a little reflection on this ball game. It was a hard-fought game by the Tanners. Not as close as they wanted, 20-point loss. But there's hope. It's a little bit of a moral victory in a sense that if you look at the deficit that Reading had, 44-7 against this team, the Tanners were on the doorstep of a third touchdown. Could have been much better than this, but they definitely have the talent. And I want to make another point here, Joey. Caden Davis. I thought throughout the game he grew into the game a little more, making better decisions with the football, and the unforced errors were a lot less throughout this football game. So there's hope going into Reading, Joey. There's hope.
One final lead for Flannery and the Eagle offense as we hit triple zeros. Your final score from County Memorial Stadium, BC High 34, your Woburn Tanners 14. The Tanners will have 2 upcoming away games. One final time for everybody at WPMC, our producer Anthony Giglio, our camera people Taylor Berg and Chris Hayward, alongside my broadcast partner Zeke Altman. I am Joey Matroni. We'll see you next time.